Hey loves, it's Amber and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. Today we're going to be making a quick video discussing the new roadmap that was just released for the rest of the year. So basically on Twitter, The Sims posted this little teaser video that kind of gives us an idea of what's in store for us for the rest of the year for The Sims. And I just wanted to react to it with you guys. So we're just going to go through it real quick the first time and then we'll kind of stop and talk about different things. So this seems to have like a little tarot theme. Like you can see they have kind of like a little tarot card and it's got like a little plumb bob on it. So this is a reading for the season. So first up we have an artist studio kit and a storybook nursery kit. Okay. And then the Reaper's Rewards event. I'm kind of surprised by that. A life and death expansion pack. Oh, they've got the dates. All right. This one's a little different. And free updates. Okay. So to be continued is the theme for this. That's kind of interesting because I don't know, to be continued feels like a kind of interesting theme for something that is the last of the year. But I want to go through this and kind of highlight a few different things. First of all, this music is such a vibe. I need them to release the artist for this because I actually love it. I love this. It's like such a chill vibe. This is like my type of music. So the first thing we have are two new kits. So we have an artist studio kit and a storybook nursery kit, which I am very excited for, like nursery things. And this released on September 19th. So this is actually coming out in a couple of weeks. And something I noticed in this roadmap is that they just straight up said what everything was. I feel like in the usual roadmaps they just give like hints and teasers, but this one tells exactly what it is and exactly when it's coming out, which I think is different. I don't know if they're doing that in response to the sheer number of leaks that The Sims 4 has, and so they're just getting ahead of that and just giving it to us, but I think that's interesting. I wish I knew something about tarot because I don't know what this card is and I'm curious to know if it's like related. But I think that a storybook nursery kit will be fun. I'm hoping that there's more things for like infants, since we haven't gotten anything for infants since growing together really. So I think that would be fun. And also, I mean, you know, I love a good rags to riches. So more things for artist Sims is definitely always a win for me. Next, we have the Reaper's Rewards event, and I'm pretty surprised by this. I do think this is like a card related to, I mean, that's a cow plant basically as this card. So this is definitely not a real tarot card. That's a cow plant and it's feeding people to death. So I think that's interesting. And I'm wondering, just based on the way this is phrased, if this is going to be the same thing as last time where it's just like a login rewards event, or if you're going to have to complete certain challenges. It'd be interesting to see them do something like that where there's like little challenges related. It starts September 24th, so I'm guessing it's going to go kind of through all of spooky season, so all the way through to Halloween. But I'm a little bit surprised to see this considering the reception that the last rewards event got. But I'm curious to see what kind of things they're going to implement with that. So that should be fun, and that's coming kind of just at the end of the month. So we'll see soon what we're getting for that. This one is really surprising to me. So this is the Life and Death expansion pack. And I'm just so surprised because this is just the name of this pack. It's the Life and Death expansion pack. This is also like obviously like custom tarot artwork. So I think that's interesting. It's featuring the Grim Reaper. And I think it's surprising that they gave us the exact dates for this. So we'll get our first look October 3rd and then launch is October 31st. So this pack is launching on Halloween, which is so scenic, so ideal. Very mindful. So I am excited about that. I'm so curious to see kind of how everyone implements this and how everyone explores this pack. I'm also curious to see exactly what's going to happen in this. Like I'm expecting that we'll have funerals as events, maybe a career working with the dead or something like that, like a funeral home career. I'm really curious. I'm curious to know what's going to make this one an expansion pack. I know that there's a lot of conversation around Love Struck and it not really being an expansion pack, but it does do a lot with the way kind of attraction and Sims engage with each other. And so I'm curious to know what they're going to do to make this one feel like an expansion pack. But I definitely think this will be interesting. I wonder if there's going to be like an afterlife. I mean, to be continued feels very like some sort of afterlife. I'm really curious. I kind of don't have a good frame of what I expect from this. I know we've had several different options talking about it in all the different surveys, and funerals was one of the things that popped up a lot. So funerals and cemeteries are kind of the two big things that I'm expecting from this pack, which I do think will be nice, especially for a lot of legacy players. You kind of have like this whole legacy, and being able to have like a family cemetery where you can go and visit all your ancestors and maybe talk to like ancestors. Maybe this will help with like generational gameplay. I think that The Sims 4 has done a lot for generational gameplay, so having some engagement with the Sims that have passed on would also be nice. And then the last thing is free updates. So this one is the closest to an actual tarot card that I know of. And it's interesting because this is actually, I believe, like the World or Worlds tarot card. And it does feature what kind of looks to be worlds we maybe have in game in the background. I don't know what the actual tarot card looks like, but I'm very curious about these free updates. We've had discussion before about like neighborhood tools and updating neighborhood tools and things like that. So I'd be curious to see if it's something that dramatic, but I don't know. It could just kind of be our typical free updates, but it would be nice. It would be cool if we got something really big like that with like updating neighborhoods, or maybe able to place items outside the boundaries of lots would be really good. I know that you can do that with the tool mod for people that don't play with mods, and the tool mod is kind of one of the more complicated mods to use. I think that would be really nice and definitely add a lot to the game. So I'm really curious to see what the free updates are going to be. Everything in this roadmap is actually done by October 31st. So I'm curious if the free updates will be later or if they're all going to happen before that. And The Sims is kind of just going to be on a little bit of a hiatus through the end of the holiday season. I would love for everything to happen before Halloween and then not have to worry about any more updates until the new year. But I'm just curious to see about that because this is the roadmap through December. And like I said, it's just, this is like to be continued is such an interesting frame for this. And I kind of wonder if it's the idea that The Sims 4 will continue through this year and into 2025. I'm just kind of curious about that. To be continued is an interesting theme. But also, I do think the artwork for this is so pretty. Like the use of the plumb bob along with like the stars and the moons and the constellations. This is really nice imaging. So since we've gone through the teaser, I want to go over kind of the associated blog post that they released with it and see if there's any more information there that we can find. Okay, so I have the little news article that they released in coordination with the teasers. So embrace what's next with a new season full of possibilities. So from September to December, the season of To Be Continued will feature an array of content that adds new chapters to your Sims stories. Settle in with a warm cup of cocoa and enjoy a tarot card reading that takes a peek at what's next. Okay, so that's the teaser that we already watched, which I think is really cute. And I miss that it has like this little imagery of like hot cocoa. That's very cute. And then it just has kind of the same information I think we've seen. So give your little Nubu a sophisticated start with a storybook nursery kit, or build an inspiring retreat to help your Sims creativity flow with the Artist Studio kit. Both of these are going to be released on September 19th. Help out Grimm and earn free items in the Reaper's Rewards event, coming to the base game September 24th. Keep an eye out for more information that will be shared in the days ahead. So I'm very curious about this because it specifically says help out Grimm, and so I'm curious to know if this is a different type of event. It's not just a login event, but like an actual playing event. I do think that could be fun, and I think it would do more of what they wanted with the login event, which is encourage you to actually play the game, whereas for the login event, you could just click it, open it, log in, and be done. And then speaking of Grimm, the fan favorite hooded figure will make an appearance in the Life and Death expansion pack. Get a first look on October 3rd and embark on an endless journey through life and beyond, with the pack releasing this Halloween on October 31st. So that's also very interesting. It does say through life and beyond. So I'm just curious, like, is there some sort of afterlife? Are we getting zombies, kind of someone who lives beyond life. I'm very curious. I'm just really interested to see how this is going to go. But I think this is the ideal roadmap heading into the fall and heading into spooky season. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to explore and kind of see all these different things. I would love to know what you guys are thinking about this roadmap and what you're kind of expecting. What do you think the expansion pack is going to be? And do you think this rewards event is going to be something different from the one we've seen previously? I'm just very curious. And also, I'm curious, I have to ask, are y'all tired of the kits? I mean, 2 more kits. I feel like we get them all the time. I'm definitely really behind. I don't have most of them. But I'm curious. I might buy these just because I buy them kind of every so often, but there's so many of them, I just can't be bothered with getting them all. But anyways, make sure you guys let me know all your thoughts, opinions in the comments down below. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you've enjoyed the video, and let me know what you want to see when it's time to do a little bit of a life and death expansion pack let's play. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching, as absolutely always, and I will see you all next time. Bye.